Let's talk about a hidden force that honestly shapes almost everything around us. It's like a secret code that can make people believe in the totally impossible, invest millions of dollars without thinking twice, and even, get this, chant in unison for a leader who is actively lying to them. Today, we're going to crack that code.
You see, it all starts with this really strange, almost magical power that certain stories have over the human brain. A power that just seems to waltz right past all of our rational defenses. So, picture this. You're in a company cafeteria, and it's filled with software engineers, lab techs, really smart people. And they are all on their feet, gathered around their leader, and they're chanting this over and over again. And the man they're screaming at? He's a reporter for the Wall Street Journal. The leader they were so fiercely defending was, of course, Elizabeth Holmes. And her story? It was absolutely intoxicating. She promised to completely change the world with this little box that could run dozens of medical tests, all from a single pinprick of blood. And boy, did everyone want to believe in it.
And believe they did. I mean, look at this number. At its absolute peak, her company, Theranos, was valued at a staggering $9 billion. Now that's the kind of money that usually comes with some pretty intense scrutiny.
But what's really incredible is who fell under her spell. You've got media moguls like Rupert Murdoch, powerful political families, former secretaries of state, for crying out loud. They poured in hundreds of millions, and as we found out later, did basically zero due diligence. They didn't buy a product, they just bought the story. And, you know, this isn't some new phenomenon. Back in the 80s, Apple tried to sell its Lisa computer by just listing its features. It was a total flop. A year later, they ran this ad for the Macintosh. It told a story, didn't even really show the computer, and it became one of the most legendary ads of all time.
So, that brings us to the big question, right? How does a story actually do this? How does it manage to hack our brains so effectively that logic, facts, even just basic business sense get thrown right out the window? Well, the answer, it's deep inside our evolutionary wiring. To really understand the power of a story, we have to look at two absolutely primal needs that are always, subconsciously, driving pretty much everything we do. We love to think of ourselves as individuals, right? But scientists, they see us a little differently. They call us an ultra-social species. It's almost like we're a single superorganism. We are just hardwired to cooperate, to fuse our minds together, to survive and thrive. Now, to work inside this superorganism, our brain is always looking for one crucial resource. And this is the first part of the code: connection. It's that deep, powerful, gut-level need to belong, to be a secure part of a tribe, to feel like you're part of a we. But just belonging isn't quite enough, is it? We also have this relentless drive for a second resource: status. This is the need to be respected by the group, to feel valuable, to know where we stand in the pecking order. These two needs, connection and status, they're the keys to everything.
Okay, so let's unpack that first need. How in the world does a story make us a deal for connection?
Well, take the Toyota Prius. It's a hybrid car, and there were others like it. But look at this survey. The vast majority of owners didn't say they bought it for its low emissions or its fuel economy. Nope, they bought it because, and this is the key, it makes a statement about me. You see, the Prius isn't just a car, it's a story. It's a story that signals to the world, hey, I'm an environmentally conscious person. It's like a badge that instantly connects the owner to a tribe of people just like them.
A totally brilliant example of this is this old Molson beer ad from back in 2000. It just starts with this regular guy on a stage, and he's calmly pushing back against all these American stereotypes about Canadians.
And as he keeps going, you can just feel his passion building. He's not just listing off facts. He's tapping into this shared cultural identity, this hidden story of national pride that tons of Canadians felt, but maybe never really said out loud.
And this is the amazing payoff. The ad just explodes with this defiant roar. It was a story purely about connection, about what it means to be us. And the result? It completely turned around Molson's declining sales and became a huge cultural moment.
But remember, connection is only half the code. We don't just want to be in the group, we want to be respected within it. We all crave status.
One of the most powerful stories for status is one you'll recognize instantly, the underdog. Think about Howard Schultz of Starbucks. He tells the story of growing up poor, having this revolutionary vision for coffee that his bosses just shot down, and then struggling to raise millions to make it happen. We are so drawn to this story because it taps into our own belief that our struggles will one day be rewarded with respect and success.
And the flip side, the fear of losing status, is just as powerful. For years, Apple kind of turned iMessage into a high school status game. If you are an Android user, you got marked with that dreaded green bubble, which basically became a symbol of being an outsider, leading to real social exclusion. It's a modern digital way of being cast out of the tribe, and that fear sold a whole lot of iPhones.
So there we have it. These two deep, primal needs. The need to connect with our tribe and the need for status within that tribe. This is where it all comes together.
What was the actual deal that Elizabeth Holmes, Apple's 1984 ad, and the I Am Canadian guy were all really making with us? What were people really, truly buying into?
Here it is. This is the secret code. A great story is almost never about the thing it's actually selling. It's making a subconscious deal with you. It's offering you a role in a really compelling narrative, a chance to increase your connection to a tribe you admire and to raise your status within it. Join me, the story says, and you too can be a hero.
And that leaves us with one final question for you. The next time you feel yourself really drawn to a product or a leader or an idea, just stop and ask yourself, what's the story here? And more importantly, what's the deal that I'm subconsciously accepting?